None of my dogs are no pretender. Hey. None of my soldiers no blender. Nah. Everything genuine whenever we touch back the road. None of we no faker. Nah. Independent, we no maker. No time for bad mind, we no hater. Follow them and follow we agenda. And we not sell out, cause we no vendor. 100% real when you see me in a me with a class.
Titans, happy Sunday. I am back. Oh man, it feels good. So I was away for 5 days. Got some great information while I was away, got some knowledge. But this video right here that I'm shooting for you guys, because what I want to do is kind of like keep the press on. You understand? Like, you know how if you if you ever play sports, you have like a coach, or that's a track coach or a basketball coach or a football coach or whatever, and in a way, like they never let off. You understand? They keep the press on because they understand how great you can be, right? So this is what this video is about. And I posted something earlier today on Telegram that states that if it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. Like, time for excuses is over. If you're going to make something out of yourself in this business or in this lifetime period, if it is to be, it is up to you. Nobody else is going to save you. One of my favorite saying is the cavalry ain't coming. The cavalry ain't coming. And time is this short. See, we all think we got all the time in the world to do the things that we need to do. I'm telling you right now, you are wrong. Just for the simple fact that I have friends that passed away this year under the age of 40. You are wrong. So whatever it is that you want to do, you better do it right now before the God Almighty calls you home, or before you get too old to be able to do it. You got to set goals for yourself. And you got to have a no matter what mentality. No matter what mentality, I'm going to get this done. You got to learn how to remove all distractions. Everybody in the world have distraction. Millionaires have distractions. But they understand what's more important. You got to be able to decipher that. What's more important? This message is relating to the people who every month in, month out, it's always the same thing. The numbers are low. The recruits are low, and it's always the same excuse or some form of excuse every single month. I want to challenge you to change that going forward, starting today, starting tonight at 9:50 p.m. I've always said Rob Jones, Bill Martin have said this many, many times. For the life of him, he doesn't understand how you can be in this business or even in a lead generated business and make less than 10 grand a month. And I have to agree with him. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like a lead generated business, that means you get names of people who are interested in your service. Not saying they're all going to buy, but if you see enough of them, they will buy something from you. I was with Mike Hall, I think it was Tuesday. We got into an Uber together. And it was an older gentleman, retired now, I guess he was doing Uber just for pass the time or whatever. I don't know. And we started asking questions. Hey, what were you doing before this? Blah, blah, blah. And the guy was a sales rep for a lawn care company. And you know what he said that, I wish I had it on record. Like mandatory, they had to knock $100 a day. Mandatory, $100 a day they had to knock. And if it rained, everybody going to the office and they have to make $400 minimum. I cannot make this up. You guys can call Mike if you think I'm lying about this. I cannot make this up. But I know he ain't lying, because if you talk to any Wall Street person who's making $1 million a year, the minimum dial every day is 500. So if you're making less than 10K in a month here, I already know the problem. The problem is you're not working. You're not making your dials. Now, I thought about this all day. Why aren't you making your dials though? If you know all you gotta do is make dials to get appointments to sit in front of people that's gonna cut you a check, why aren't you? And it boils down to a couple of things that I figure out. One, I think it's just pure laziness. But I think that's a small part of it though. The other part of it is obsession. Obsession. Are you obsessed with this business? Are you obsessed with the potential of turning your life around? I mean, that word obsession is huge. If you're really obsessed about changing your family's future, the phones ain't gonna be that heavy. The phone will be your friend. While I was away, I was dialing. Doing our breaks, I go in the hallway, making phone calls. You know, while we getting training, I'm texting clients or potentials. Working in the mix of learning. Why? Obsession. Obsessed with this business. Sorry about that, I had a call coming in. Obsessed with this business. Obsessed with the potential of changing my family's future. Obsessed with being a millionaire. Obsessed with being the first millionaire in my family. Obsession. Obsessed with being the first millionaire out of the high school that I went to. Obsession. So I'm entirely convinced that if you're going month in, month out in this business, 5K or less, 2K, 1,500, and you're telling me how bad you want this thing. But one thing we know in this business, like, numbers don't lie. There's currently right now in the country, about 46% of Americans have no life insurance. 46%. There's over 300 million people in America. So you do the math. Then we also know an additional 61%, right around there, are highly underinsured. Which means what? They need some more coverage. So it's going to be a lot of these videos that I'm going to be doing, because I want you to start thinking. Using your head and figure out what you're doing. Figure out what you really want. I am obsessed with this business. To me, I don't see anything else that can save you in this country, that can get you out of the situation. I just don't know, unless you're an athlete. Unless you're an athlete, you're a musician or something. Other than that, I don't know what else you can do that your startup cost is under $300. You pay $49.99 for your course online. Then you go take your test, and then you pay for your license, and you get started working. So what is it? I don't know. What's the question you got to figure out? Because it is now January of 2021, and January is about to be over. And if your goal is to make 100K for the year, okay, take a look at where you are right now and start to add the numbers up. See if you're on pace for it. Keyword for today is obsession. You gotta get obsessed with this business. You gotta get obsessed with the potential of changing your family's future. If you can't get that, I don't care what you do in this world, you ain't never gonna make it. It ain't never gonna happen. Have a wonderful and blessed Sunday. I hope you take this message well. I hope you don't see it no other way but a motivational video to you to change your habits and your behavior. And start this Monday coming up, flicking the switch and start to behave like the person who you want to be. Start to behave like a CEO. Start to behave like a provider, like the father, the mother your children want to look up to. Have an awesome and blessed day.
Care what they cost. Afro BBC on full blast. Get African girl, Jamaicans, my chuck.